Oh,
What's going on, man?
lot.
Setting up.
Oh,
Yeah, utilizing, weren't you?
yeah, maybe.
How's your Saturday going?
Oh, good so far. Relaxing, de-stressing.
Yeah, yeah, that's important. Oh, second, we adjust my light here.
There we go. Perfect.
Okay, the camera's flipped.
There we go.
You
There,
rotated your phone?
damn.
Yeah, it is.
There we go.
What's going on? What's going on?
Same old, same old. Just doing my classes and stuff.
Right, right.
All that good jazz.
Do you guys have a lot of what are those calls, those tests we take at tech school? I forgot.
Oh, the progress checks?
Progress checks, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Each block we usually have about like usually I'd say maybe around 7 to 12 written PCs that we gotta take, not including labs.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
so
awesome.
we're accelerated too. So
Oh,
yeah, we're getting a lot of stuff done in like 3 days pretty much.
cool. So basically, this is going to be very informal, but it's just for people to understand. Excuse me. You graduate boot camp and you get to tech school. You just
Right.
arrive at Shepherd Air Force Base. So kind of take me through the timeline of that first 48 hours. It's been 6 years since I went through, so.
All right. Well, yeah, no. So how it really went was when we graduated, we we didn't go exactly right to tech school. We had Thanksgiving, so we went the day after Thanksgiving. But what will happen is you graduate, you wait till the next day, and that's when you would go to I think it's the PRC, I think it's called.
Mhm.
And then what you do there is you pretty much out process from DMT. Um, they see if your orders are right, they check them, and then they send you onto your location. They try to make sure that your orders and everything are correct,
Right.
um, like a week prior to shipping out because they don't want to send you to the wrong tech school and have to send you to that tech school while you're there. So,
That'd be
um,
funny.
yeah, but so you out process, you wait there a little bit, and then if you're in Lackland, you'll just take a bus to right over to the tech school right there in Lackland. But if you're at any of the other tech school locations, you'll get bused to the airport, and either you'll take a bus to your tech school or you'll fly to your tech school. I flew to my tech school, so um,
Aren't you
it was
fancy?
yeah, it was nice instead of taking a bus. So,
Right.
but
So you flew from Lackland to Shepherd?
Shepherd, no, we're like 8 hours away from Lackland.
Okay.
Yeah, because Lackland's San Antonio, we're in Wichita Falls, so yeah, we're pretty much a good 7 to 8 hours away.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, but um, yeah. So once you get here, you'll pretty much in process, and you'll just they'll set you up with everything that you need, tell you
Mhm.
everything, and what they'll do is have a briefing that following week, like usually the Monday after you get here,
Right.
and the commander of the base will come in and like I'll the command chief master sergeant could come in and just talk to everybody and just kind of give a briefing about everything that's going to go on, what you're here for, different rules you have to abide by, and just pretty much brief you on everything on what's going to be going on here. But
Mhm.
yeah, no, it's pretty set and straightforward. And then usually you just wait till your classes start up, and then just go to class until you graduate.
So now, kind of walk me through a typical, let's say, Monday morning.
Monday
Uh,
morning.
Monday morning, it's 0400. What's going on all the way till you get to class? I can give me as
So
much detail as possible.
so what happens? You wake up, um, get your stuff ready. Usually I try to do it the night prior before.
Yeah.
Um, it's like my uniform or my school stuff. Um, and then we'll I'll take like a shower, do whatever, shave, and then
Mhm.
around 5, I'll go down to the DFAC right next to my squadron, get breakfast. Then from there we'll go to we'll head over to the meeting spot right outside the DFAC at around like 6:05, and then fall out from there. Then we'll walk to the schoolhouse by
Mhm.
6:30. We have to be there.
Are you guys marching to the schoolhouse like we
Yeah,
used to?
yeah,
Okay.
we're marching to the schoolhouse.
What does that look like?
But same
So
thing,
yeah,
pretty much.
you fall in the parking lot,
Yeah,
and then it's like the
yep.
mass formation.
Yeah, no, we march in like details of just our class
Okay.
instead of like the whole schoolhouse. We just march in details of different blocks and stuff like that. So depending on what
Okay.
class you're in, you march out with that class.
Okay. So they
So
changed it. 'Cause when I
yeah,
went through at about 0630 or so, we all fall in the parking lot behind the squadron, and um, we'll all form into different details, like you said. But the
yeah,
MTL, they will, so the MTLs and the ropes, that was a red rope, I know. We have to march everybody over to the schoolhouse area, and then we get a briefing, and then we break off into classes. So I
yeah,
guess they did change that.
yeah. No, they
Yeah.
changed it. So yeah, the red rope
Okay.
usually just like the red rope usually stays behind to make sure everyone has left.
Right.
And then when everyone's
Okay.
left, he marches to the schoolhouse.
Cool. And the duty day is over for you guys are still at 16:30,
Yeah, I think it's 15:30 now.
15:30. So I don't know if they explained this to y'all, but I know when I went through, we were required to be in uniform in the duty day at the schoolhouse for a certain amount of time. It was long, but the reason why was because um, so I was there in tech school, so I was a shepherd for about 7 months, and because when I left tech school, I came back with 27 college credits. So by regulations, they had to keep us educated for a certain amount of hours per day. Because I mean, 27 college credits, that's what almost that's sophomore year right there. You know,
Yep.
um, that's a whole entire year of college. So to do that in that amount of time, it's crazy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no. I'll be getting a decent amount of college credits out of this course. So
Hmm.
I'm definitely going to try and use it to my advantage. Kind of get a step up in
Absolutely.
college and stuff like that. So
Right. Yeah, no, that's the way to do it. You're gonna be saving so much money and time. Because when you come back again, that state tuition and that federal tuition and the GI Bill on top of that. Um, and if do you know what you wanted to study in college or?
I think probably something engineering, probably mechanical engineering.
Man,
Yeah,
you
that's what I
know,
wanted to do.
it's funny. I kind of remember myself when Master Sergeant Gordon, we kind of spoke to you about, ways to make sure you're getting that money and, where your mindset should be.
Right.
Now when I see you, all I see is multiple dollar signs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Um, so what is the most difficult thing about tech school, especially right now during COVID?
Um, Maybe the most difficult thing for technical right now, for me, probably, um, probably taking the PCs and stuff like that. Because how my schoolhouse does it is
Mhm.
we'll go through the entire objective before taking a PC. So we'll go through the entire objective, do the review questions, and then we'll take the PC. I haven't failed one or anything yet, but um, it's just like kind of weird because we go through it, we do it, we take the PC, and then afterwards we just like move right on to the next objective, depending
Right.
on what it is and the time we have. So,
Hmm.
but yeah, no, but that part's probably like the probably a little bit most difficult part because for me, I like to study before tests and stuff like that. But
Right. Uh, One of my flight instructors, Justin, is asking what program slash job you're studying in tech school.
HVAC,
What's that? That's people
he
don't know. We
HVAC,
got to avoid using acronyms.
heating, ventilation, air conditioning, refrigeration.
What does that consist of?
It consists of steam, steam boilers, gas and oil burners, different
Mhm.
types of refrigeration units, understanding refrigerant types and exhausts of refrigerants, um, different types of electrical systems, so like electrical one, electrical two, learning how to wire like pilot devices to uh, circuit breakers and then them to electric motors and compressors. Uh, what else is there? A whole lot of other stuff. I haven't even touched on pretty much a lot of the stuff yet. We do a lot of that in Uniques when we actually go to work on the like the units themselves. Like
Mhm.
this past block, we learned about the different types of steam boilers, um, fireside and waterside boilers,
Mhm.
and then just a whole lot of other stuff. Because right now I'm in block five for the refrigeration cycle. So
Mhm.
this past week we started, yeah, we started yesterday, uh, and we already took like 3, 4 PCs
Right.
on the refrigeration cycle, different types of heat, um, how refrigerant pulls the heat away or pulls heat in, depending on the different component in the refrigeration cycle. So there's a lot going on right now with the in HVAC, but once I start getting more into when I get to block seven, it's when I take my EPA certification,
Mhm.
which is for me to get pretty much certified in HVAC. So I'll take my core, type one, type two, EPA tests in block seven and block, I want to say either block eight or block nine uniques is when I'll take my
So,
last type three
what's EPA? Is
EPA.
that something environmental something?
Yeah, I think it's the Environmental Protection Association, something like
Yeah.
that. But it's pretty much, but it's good to have because it gets you certified in HVAC and HVAC equipment.
So with that certificate, what are the advantages of that certificate?
With the advantages of the EPA certification, is that you'll be certified to work on refrigerant units. So,
Mhm.
for say, if I went through um, a little bit of HVAC school on the civilian side, I would have to go through a process to get that EPA certification. But
Mhm.
here, it's included with your training, so that you're certified to work on different types of refrigerant units because with
Uh-huh.
refrigerant units, they have to be properly um, contained, and the exhaust has to be properly um, dispersed instead of having it just like sent out into the atmosphere because
Okay.
of damaging like the ozone and stuff like that. So,
Right.
having your EPA certification gives you the allowance to work on these refrigerant units.
So what you're telling me is when you come back from training after completing all of that, you can literally legally work on my boiler for my heating system.
Oh yeah, yeah. With going through this course, I can work on um, different types of water boilers, steam
Uh-huh.
boilers, refrigerant units, um, the different types of gas piping from like your propane tank, if you have one
Uh-huh.
outside that comes into your house to
Right.
work on different that connects to the different pilot devices in your house, like say your gas
Uh-huh.
stove or gas heaters and stuff like that. So all that kind of stuff I'll be able to work on.
Do you know how much money that would have cost you if you were to do that on the civilian side? Um, school or just working for a company and stuff like that. Does this
Um,
advantage you more? What's the pros and cons?
the pros for me is is that I'm getting paid to do it, and then also
Wait. Say that
the
again. Say
times
that again. Say
I'm
that
getting
again for the
paid
people in the back.
I'm getting
All
paid to
right.
do it, but then also this is like a 2 year course
Uh-huh.
put into like 4 to 5 months.
Uh-huh.
So you're saving a whole lot of time to go through the same stuff you do on the civilian side that would be 2 to 3 years.
Wow.
But I'll have all these certifications and everything and in May pretty much when I graduate. So not really much farther now. So um
So you've been getting paid to learn about 2 years worth of stuff in about 4 or 5 months.
yep,
You're getting college credits on top of that. You're getting the job experience because when you come
yep,
back, it's rock and roll, and the training never stops. Um, so essentially, I mean, you're just winning.
right, right. Yeah, no, I'm getting it's weird because like I'm getting it's just like nice to know that I'm getting all this um knowledge and all this information and stuff like that while getting paid, and it's not costing me a dime, and I'm only here for pretty much 4 months now left in my
Right.
course. So because I know I graduate out of um qualifications into uniques like February
Uh-huh.
11th. So
Right. And you said the other day that some companies are already reaching out to you to try to work for them.
yep, yeah, no, I've been reaching out to different companies back home,
Uh-huh.
um, just to see if they're interested in doing something when I get back, just
Uh-huh.
to kind of take that advantage, so that when I get back home and stuff like that, I can try and find me a job that'll pay me really good, especially with the stuff I want to do when I get back home. So, um, yeah, no, I talked to a few companies. A couple of the companies are interested because
Uh-huh.
they can't find really anyone yet with any experience, and especially people that are young.
Right.
And that's
And
the
how
thing I
about,
have on my side too, is that I'm very, very young, and I'll
yeah.
have all this knowledge. So,
Yeah, I was telling your friend Ellie that you remind me of myself when I was your age, except I got a lot more tan. So, I mean, how much money these companies are offering? Because what they need to realize is like you are worth a lot of money right now. Like you are
oh
worth
yeah,
so much money. So
oh yeah,
you
yeah.
have a security clearance.
A lot of these
Yeah.
companies are asked like they're willing to give me from either 22 to like $30 almost for an
So
hour
how old are
for
you?
18, about to be 19.
You're about to be 19 years old. You graduated high school about a year ago, and you're about to make between $25 to $30 an hour when you get back.
Yep.
Sir Bryce Newson, you owe me one of those tomahawk steaks, sir.
I'll make sure to get you one.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
and I like to do this because, obviously there's a stigma out there that, recruiters only like to trick you and all that. So I like to do this with people who are going through the program right now so they understand and they hear it from folks who are going through the process. So not just from me.
Right.
Um, you know, it's not about just joining the Air National Guard. It's about what the Air National Guard can do for you. Because
Right.
at the end of the day, there's always going to be people who want to serve for one reason or another. But right now with the stuff going on, I see a lot of people young and hungry, wanting to do something with their lives. But the moment they hear military, Air National Guard, it freaks them out. So some people it's just a commitment. But at the end of the day, you know what? If you're gonna sign up for 6 years and work 1 weekend a month for 6 years, and on the outside you're making $30 an hour, man, I don't know what the complaint is.
No, I that's the thing I don't get. I've always thought about it because I always keep telling people, I'm like, just give it a shot, see what
Hmm.
you can do,
Right.
because you're not going to know if you don't try or try it out even. I just tell them test the waters and see what you can get
Boom.
out of the Air National Guard.
Remember
I tell people,
when I was at the tech center and I was telling everybody, just go to MEPS. It costs you nothing. Go to MEPS, get qualified. We do not enlist you at MEPS. That just tells us what you qualify for, and it's absolutely
mhm,
free. If you qualify for something that you don't like, or you know, you just decide, still not for me, then hey, peace. But that qualification process is literally like getting that credit approval from your creditors to look at a car, to look at a home. That's what MEPS
yep,
is. So it's really
yep,
for somebody who grew up in West Africa, a company, an organization telling me, hey, I will send you to take an exam to go through a physical so I can tell you what type of jobs you qualify for. And you choose one. I mean, even here in the US, how many companies out there, like you go apply for a job, you're applying for one specific job, maybe, and they're looking at your resume and, maybe they're tossing it to the side, but we're literally telling you we will get you qualified and we'll show you what you qualify for. And you have a choice.
right.
It's no brainer, man.
No,
You
no.
know,
I'm just glad that I was able to take advantage of the opportunities that was given to me.
right.
And I think when I did enlist and stuff like that, I was a little bit nervous, but then now being through everything and going through BMT, getting that done, and
Mhm.
now being here and being pretty much, I'd say a little bit almost to a fourth of the way through my course. Yeah, I'm just starting to realize that I did make the best decision that I could have, and that
Right.
all I'm doing now is just improving myself, and then also knowing that when I get back home, there's going to be a need for me when I get back for different employers.
What did I say, man? One thing that's amazing here in Vermont, in the summertime, it gets steamy hot. And in the
Hmm.
wintertime, well, we have 10 months of winter here. So there's a lot of homes here with different types of heating system, gas, natural gas, oils, whatnot. There will always be a need for some HVAC tech,
Oh
always.
yeah,
Oh, wow. And one thing that is going to make more sense when you get back, and that's why I was asking how much these companies are offering, is your security clearance. That's clearance you got is, let's put a price of $25,000 to run it, assign it, right? Because it's a United States wide face FBI background check that you got. It's a federal thing. Most of your state troopers don't have that, right? if that company is allowed to work on federal buildings, military bases, etc., you get the first pick because you have a secure clearance and a military ID. So
Yep.
when you talk to that company, those companies, bang, bang, let's talk money with a smile on your face.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
no, I'm just it's just it's just cool to know that um all this opportunity is now like kind of starting to come to me and stuff like
right.
that now. So I'm definitely going to take as much advantage of it as I can.
Most definitely, man. Doesn't it feel good? You can do all of that stuff, and all you have to do with us is be there for one weekend
Oh yeah. Oh
and
yeah.
just, train, 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 train. Um, I don't know how much you've talked to your other supervisors and all that stuff yet, but when you guys get the travel opportunities that come around, um, you'll be going to different countries. So, I know they've been to like Hawaii and um, some, Senegal, Macedonia, Djibouti, and sometimes the whole civil engineering squadron would go there, and it's like seeing a company like ST Ireland Brothers, right? Just build something from the ground up. Or
Oh yeah.
another unit will be there, set up the foundation. Another unit will come, lay the walls and everything, and then we come in and just add. And it's like different units coming in and doing that project all together. It's just the most beautiful thing ever.
Yeah, no. I know definitely when these travel opportunities come to me, I'm definitely going to take full advantage of them and
Oh,
definitely go
absolutely.
because that's
We'll go
I love to go deployment.
right. We'll talk about that in a lot more detail as to why when you get those we call it deployment or TDY opportunities, why you should jump on it, especially if it's like a 90-day deployment
Yep.
overseas, jump on it. That qualifies you as a veteran instead of having to do the whole 6 years first. And then if you decide to buy a home, that veteran status grants you the VA home loan. So
Okay.
there you, yeah, you're buying yourself a duplex. It has to be your primary address, but who says you can't rent one side out? So it's a lot of money to be made out there, man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There is.
Yeah, loving the new haircut.
Oh yeah. I got some hair finally on my head.
Are you gonna grow a mustache? That's a must.
I know I've thought about it. I want to.
Oh, grow. You have to. You have to do it at least once while you're in tech school. In the crib stash. Uh, any plans for the day?
uh Not too sure yet. I know I'm probably gonna go down to the gym and stuff like that
Yeah,
for
I can
sure.
see. I see the neck muscles coming in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Cool, cool. Well, definitely thanks for making this happen. There's a lot of folks out there that need to hear this stuff. I make sure I save the video so I can share it. So feel free to share with your friends. And I'm still waiting for you and Mr. Finley to set up the one we want to do with the tech center.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
so we can kind of talk to them, and I'll join, and I'll just be quiet and have you talk to them.
Yep.
Yeah,
For
cool,
sure.
man.
All right,
Appreciate
cool.
it.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime.
Absolutely.
All
Later.
right. Later.